Petra, congratulations.
Thank you.
On court, I saw you almost got a bit emotional there when you were talking to Jim. I'm just wondering, how did you feel at that moment, and what does it mean to you to be back at this stage at a major?
Yeah, I thought the question will come, but actually it was a kind of mix of emotions of everything I've been through. Wasn't really, sometimes I'm not really recognizing anything from the past, but when Jim asked that, it wasn't really easy for me to kind of see myself being a semi-final after everything. I always wanted to come back and play on the highest level I can and compete with the best and play the Grand Slams and actually be very deep in the Grand Slam, which is happening. And it just took me a bit to the tears, but it was a happy tears for sure.
Obviously it's not your first time in a Grand Slam semi-final, but it's your first time for a while. Does it feel different because of everything that's happened?
It is, for sure. I am calling it as my second career, so it's the first semi-final of the second career. It took me a while, for sure. I never really, played so well on the Grand Slam, so I'm happy that this time it's different, and I'm really enjoying it. Still, the tournament is still not over yet, so that's how it is.
Petra, I remember when you lost at Wimbledon last year, you said you were very nervous, and you joked afterwards that maybe you'll have to skip Grand Slam tournaments in future. You didn't look at all nervous today. I just wonder, what have you tried to do to fight that?
I was nervous today, for sure. I knew it will be tough one. We played in Sydney. I knew it will be like big fight because Sydney was like really big fight about the title, and I was nervous during this tournament as well, especially the first round and actually the last round when I played Anisimova as well. There is kind of matches when I am nervous, but I can't really do anything with that. I just need to have a good warm up to kind of stress it out and play from the first point, which I did today as well, and it was important that I felt more relaxed afterwards.
So have you worked out a sort of specific way to cope with it when you get nervous like that?
I'm really trying everything, which I told you in Wimbledon, and maybe I'm going to skip them, but luckily I didn't. I did better in US Open, so I'm getting better since Wimbledon. We'll see how the Wimbledon will look like this year, but I'm trying what I can. Actually, I played pretty long in Sydney, which in the beginning of the season I didn't want to, but the program is changing every day. That's the tennis, and we need to be ready for everything. And I'm glad that my body is still together. I'm not really falling apart. It's really important, and trying to do what I can.
Petra, things can still change, but right now you're the provisional world number one. What would it mean to you after everything to get to the top spot?
Well, I think you know me, guys. I'm not really looking to the ranking. Actually, it's the first time when I'm hearing this. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm in the tournament, in the slam. I don't think it's any room here to think about it. It's the next match playing Daniel in the semi-final. That's what matters right now.
Petra, you haven't always had your best results at the Australian Open. What's different this time around at Melbourne Park?
I think it's about the confidence, a little bit for sure. It's about the off-season of the preparation, which I really had tough one before this season. I had it 2 years ago as well, but I just got sick when I came to Brisbane. It was just a little bit difficult for me physically to get back when I wanted to be. And that's probably what is the difference. I think I didn't really play great in Brisbane. I was kind of finding my game, which I think I played better against Kontaveit, even I lost, but I think I find something inside me that I, like that game which I played, even I missed. It's the game which I wanted to play and make those points and matches, and I continued in Sydney, which I think it gave me confidence to know this game is what it's really working.
Petra, having had the experience that you've had, and then because of that missing out on tennis for a while, does it give you the perspective to be able to put sport and the trials and tribulations of matches and games into place somewhere?
I think I did. I think that that year I didn't play here. I was watching TV when other players played, and it wasn't really great feelings, to be honest. I really missed that a lot, and I think from the time I'm seeing the life a little bit differently compared to before. I know it's just the sport, it's just the tennis. Always when you're doing something, you want to do best, and of course that losing, it hurts a lot because you are doing everything for it. But on the other hand, like the day after, you always, or me, I'm always like looking back and see what I have been done and what I achieved from the time. So it's always both sides, but in the end, always the life win.
Yeah, today Ash said just in her press that she thought you were really, really impressive today. That you came on fire. Like, what do you think was really key for you to be able to come out so strong and just have the results?
Well, Ash is great in a way. She's a great person and great player, as she showed. I think it's not really easy to play quarterfinal of the slams at home. I know the pressure when I'm playing home as well, so it's not something really easy. And she really played unbelievable tennis today as well. I mean, her slice was like 2 centimeters under the net, and it was just really incredible what she been through whole tournament. And I'm a bit sorry for her that I beat her, but that's the tennis, unfortunately.
Petra, you've always said that your tennis is quite up and down. You have high highs and sometimes not consistent. But last year, you won many matches in a row. This year, you've started by winning 10 matches in a row. Do you feel consistent?
I think I do. Yeah, I think that's the way we've been trying to improve those consistent way. I wasn't really consistent on the Grand Slams, to be honest, but it's better something than nothing. I think I'm starting to really like those straight wins. Since last year, it's still 10. Okay, I need to do a little bit better, but we'll see. I mean, that's kind of the first step of my game, to be more consistent, to be like, not really losing in the first rounds. It's happened for sure, which that's the tennis is, as you said, up and down. But I'm glad that this is working. And if literally my game it's not really working, I think I do have kind of B plan, which I'm trying to use if I'm not really feeling the best.